Hi, this is the weekly horoscope for Virgo for the week of March 6, 2023. Hello, my Virgos. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Please help my channel grow. So on the 7th at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the full moon is in your first house, yes, with the earth. So you're very talkative at this time. For some of you, you're very analytical in your way of thinking at this time. The earth and the moon do well here with this energy, so there's lots of positive communications. You have a lot more influence over others than Saturn in Pisces at 8:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next 2.5 years in your 7th house of relationships. So you have a stellium happening in your 8th house, a great time for money, new love, career, and for others of you, you benefit through other people at this time, or there's other sources of money coming in, business picking up. You can be impatient with certain things that you want to come in, so you can expect delays and frustrations with certain paperwork. Everything's a process now. The flaws in the venture can be seen, and you're still willing to cling on to certain situations and try to make certain situations work. You may be afraid to take risk with other people's resources. You have an inability to let go of your independence. You want to continue doing things your own way when it comes to what did I write? When it comes to work, I feel like for some of you, cooperation could be a little bit hard to do at this time. This could be dealing with your partner's money problems, and you could be picking up the slack at this time with this energy. Or this could be like baby mama drama, like with the custody battles and stuff like that. And you could be helping financially support your partner at this time, or your ex, while they get back on their feet or look for a job at this time with this energy. So there could be some strain with money for some of you. For others of you, this could be a difficult time leaving a love relationship because you're not ready to let go, or you're not ready to date because you're not done grieving the past relationship, or again, it represents change. So you could be scared about the changes that are coming up. Your emotions are closer to the surface of your mind. You're more acutely aware of your feelings. It is a time for expressing what you feel. This is a great time for writers. This is a great time for those of you who are doing research or curious about certain subjects. For some of you, could be researching for a book, and you tend to find things very easily, or you get to the bottom of things. For some of you, we can see a lot of whistleblowers coming up at this time as well, because you have an easier time finding the truth. So whoever's lying to you at this time, you tend to call them out on their stuff. On the 7th at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the full moon in your first house. So at this time, you could be super critical of other people because you have a bunch of planets in the sign of Pisces as well in the sign of Aries. You can be nitpicky with your partner at this time. They may not be meeting your checklist with this energy, or you could be complaining a lot more than usual with this energy. For others of you, let me see, what did I write? Okay, so for others of you, you need to let go of control and go more with the flow. You can be super secretive at this time. There's going to be a lot of fighting going on because you're not communicating whatever it is that's bothering you. You could be going through it emotionally at this time. You could be going through a damn depression. You need to communicate that because, right now, like, it's going to be like a lot of miscommunications and bickering and fighting happening between you and your partner because you're not saying what's on your mind, and whatever is festering in there and bothering you, you're taking it out on other people, and other people, that's not fair to other people's. So you could be fighting with a lot more people than usual because you're going through it emotionally, and you're not communicating your feelings. You're not communicating nothing to nobody. So there's going to be a lot of mistakes being made on Tuesday, so just be aware of that. This could also be whoever has to leave your life at this time. Let them leave your life. You can be wanting to leave a group or organization, but the way you go about doing things could be nasty, or just not, like, you could have went about things differently. Okay, you can be leaving because of a scandal that you could be getting involved in with another person. For some of you, you're not wanting to obligate yourself to certain groups or organizations, or this could be a situation. This could be okay, here we go. Let me try it again. This could be a situation with the work and the scheduling. And it could be a situation for those of you who are 40 and younger that there's some place that you want to go, right? On the weekend, of course, God forbid any other day. But on the weekend, you want to go somewhere and your job is like, no, you can't go, you gotta work your shift, and then you get mad, and then, you know, come this week, you're not gonna go work your shift because you want it to be somewhere else, okay? It could be like a situation like that, or you had like an appointment to go to, and instead you're like, fine, I'm gonna quit, and then you just like quit, or you just don't even call, you don't even show up, you just like walk, you just do your appointment, you know. So like that kind of situation could be happening. So it could be like really messy and scandalous. And then the worst part about it, you don't call nobody, you don't say nothing to nobody, so they don't know if you quit. But then on the day that you show up, it's for your paycheck, to go get the rest of your paycheck and stuff like that. And you know, you're gonna have a talk with the manager and stuff like that. So it could be a situation like that going on the 7th at 8:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturn enters Pisces. A business trip or some other occasion may separate you from your mate temporarily, causing you to feel a little bit lonely. You may have fears about your partner's fidelity, or vice versa. A test of trust for some of you. You need to be self-aware of your actions or what you do now to get attention by other people, because you can find out other people can feel embarrassed about you putting them on the spot, you know. And it doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes, if for some of you, it depends. Like those of you who have like Sun in Virgo in like your 7th through your 12th house, you know, you could be a bit more of an extrovert, where those of you who are Virgos from your 1st house all the way to your 7th house, you could be a bit more of an introvert, okay? Those of you who are a bit of an extrovert, you know, you could be embarrassing somebody at this time with this energy. Either they don't want to be filmed on your silly TikTok, or you could be trying to act silly in public around them, and it could be making them feel uncomfortable or embarrassed, and you could get a lecture afterwards after all is said and done. So don't push others into things they're not ready to do or don't want to do at this time. You need to learn at this time to speak now, or for else forever hold your peace with this energy. You need to let people know that you want to grow, or else this could be missed opportunities coming up. You can be intimidated by certain people because you don't want them to blow up on you, or you don't want to disappoint other people, and you could be more concerned about what other people think of you. And maybe it's a situation here where you have taken off too many days or something like that, or you may have taken off every weekend, you know, and they're like, if you take off one more weekend, you know, you you know, some kind of threat was made. So now you're feeling intimidated by it. You have a gift for understanding people and lending a caring hand in their times of trouble. You're sensitive and accepting. Nature encourages people to tell you their heartfelt problems. You may be drawn to the spiritual side of life. Your relationships with your mate deepens and becomes more meaningful. Partnerships now are beneficial to you. Thursday, change is happening with the moon in Libra in your 3rd house. You experience conflicts between your needs and the needs of other people. This can also mean that you are uncomfortable in social situations. You can be, you know, a bit of an observer and just quiet and just watching situations around you at this time. Finding balance may prove difficult, but will mean greater understanding of give and take needed in relationships. For some of you, change is happening at this time of leaving a situation that once upon a time made you feel very comfortable, okay, behind. But you may lack the motivation to leave this situation behind, so you may be tolerating situations, and you know, the universe is really going to challenge you at this time to leave the situation, or make you so uncomfortable that you leave the situation, okay? And you do it in a nasty way too, alrighty? Or someone could be making the decision for you. As those of you who are like 30 and older, you may be self-indulgent and lacking motivation to achieve your goals. You can be extravagant and unrealistic in your expectations. You may lack faith in yourself and put other people on a pedestal at this time. You have trouble finding the middle of the road. The lesson is moderation. Within you exists a deep emotional pain stemming originally from your relationships with mother. You attract partners and situations that reflect that pain. It may be your partner needs much more caring, or it may be that your partner sparks your wounds. The lesson is to face the pain and learn to balance your needs with the needs of others. You may become a wise and loving healer after all is said and done. Friday, this could be the moon in the let me see what's going on. Scorpio conjunct with the South Node. This is more of you investing in what's going on with your family or your community as well. So there could be some changes coming up or some rules or regulations that could be changing. This could also be dealing with HOH apartment complexes at this time. So this could be certain things are coming about and bringing about changes to or like your township kind of thing to make the environment safer for the children, or just control the situation going on, or the ins or the coming and going out of the apartment complex. Or this could be like your payment fees having to change at this time, or if in your neighborhood this could be like the taxes having to go up a little bit more so they can make some changes. This is a time when your personal needs and your personal responsibility to others are at odds with each other. It seems as if something must give, because you find that you cannot do both. You begin to drift away from others emotionally. You may feel lonely, alienated from your loved ones. You may be out of touch with your family and domestic issues and not aware of it. An important supportive relationship may end now if you're unable to find a proper balance between your personal and your professional life this week as well. Okay. The first card I come up with is the Queen of Wands. As I'm connecting with her, I feel like you have to share something at this time, okay? Not necessarily like share like your innermost dark, probably share your innermost darkest secret. So you need to open up to somebody during this time period, okay? Because you're being very quiet at this time, and you're keeping to yourself, and even though it seems important to you, it may not be a big deal to this person. So try to open up to this person with this energy. Share your feelings at this time, or share your resources with somebody during this time period, or subscribe to the channel too. That will help. That's a form of sharing, The Magician card, as above, so below. So keep the energy positive at this time with this energy as well. The Four of Wands, happy energy here, okay? For some of you, this can be a time of work and home, but I feel like also for some of you, you can be a bit of a traditionalist in nurturing your relationships, spending time. There could be some special events coming up with family, so you could be celebrating with family, or family could be visiting you. The Page of Swords, listen to your own wisdom and advice during this time period as well. The King of Swords, I feel like there's a lot of clarity here. You may have options either with love or career coming up for you. I feel for some of you here that this could be you being very analytical in your way of thinking and trying to make the best decisions as possible, so you can be a bit quiet and in your head about things during this time period, and a bit more cautious and not so quick to jump into anything new with this energy. The Sun card, I feel with this energy here that this could be you standing out more, or all eyes are on you this week with this energy, so you can be receiving a lot more attention, or this could be business picking up as well with this energy. The Hermit card, endings and new beginnings are coming up for you as well. Alrighty, the Five of Coins, have faith that everything is going to work itself out at this time with this energy. For some of you here, you could be avoiding certain people during this time period because they constantly wanting something from you, or they're constantly just using you so they can ride your coattails at this time. So you're not really intriguing certain relationships going on in your life, and you're just kind of like avoiding certain people at this time. The Two of Wands, I feel for some of you here that you could be motivated to make some changes in your life. Granted, you may not tell people what you're doing at this time, so you may go ahead and do your own thing during this time period as well. I feel like for some of you here, this could be dealing with bouts of depression, or this could be like a heavy energy time for you because Saturn is going to be opposing your first house. So sometimes what happens here when we have the planets on the 7th house opposing the planets on the first house, it doesn't just deal with relationships, but our feelings, okay, and our emotional self. So at this time, you can be dealing with loneliness, bouts of depression. You can be dealing with your fears and phobias during this time period. So this may not be the easiest time for you emotionally, okay? So emotionally, this could be a heavy energy time for you. The Knight of Coins, the mind on the money and the money on the mind. I feel for some of you here, this is going to be a beautiful time for career, coming up with money-making ideas with with this energy. For some of you, this could be another source of income coming up with this energy as well. The Five of Cups, regrets, depression. So again, be careful with this energy. I feel like for some of you here, this could be like a really heavy energy time for you this week. For some of you, you could be taking online classes during this time period as well. The Seven of Coins, something heavy on your mind, but you could be reluctant to do it at this time. So this could be more of a thought than an action. So you may not do anything about it with this energy. Okay, yeah, it's too much for you. I feel like you may not be ready for it. This could be like trying to ask somebody out at this time, and you could be scared of rejection with this energy, and this is like a person that you've had a crush on for a long time, and you're just scared to move forward. That's fine. The Nine of Coins, I feel like you're ending certain cycles in your life at this time. So certain things are coming to an end. I feel for some of you, you are giving certain fears, emotional hangups, life still. Even though everybody else moved on, you haven't moved on from the situation, and it may have been a long time ago and you still haven't moved on. So you carry this fear of rejection with you. So you just like deal with it. I feel like also you could be delving into spirituality and mysticism during this time period as well. Loneliness with this energy. The Five of Swords, I feel like for some of you here, this is restless energy. You can be feeling frustrated during this time period because certain things are not happening as fast as you would like them to at this time. I do see confrontation. I do see the streets are going to be talking this week with this energy as well. So let them say what they're going to say. Who cares? The Six of Wands, you could be defending yourself this week with this energy as well. Somebody could be trying to throw you under the bus. So I would definitely keep your receipts at this time because somebody is trying to stir some trouble because they're bored and they don't got nothing else to do. The Nine of Cups, my yes card to whatever question I did not answer is yes. The Three of Wands, recognition and success is coming to you here this week as well. Alrighty, so maybe, this is a great time for career, but then your social life, that's a different story. Alrighty, but it's okay. Things will work out. The Judgment card, major decisions are coming up for you with this energy, so just be aware of that. I feel like for some of you here that this can be a situation where you need to pick and choose your battles with other people because you can be wanting to leave certain relationships behind, but the way you go about doing it could be very messy, so I would be careful with that, and you could be shooting off your own pinky toe. For others of you, you could be feeling more connected to your purpose-driven journey this week as well with this energy. The Page of Cups, oh, I hate the damn Page of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like this is like a future. This could be dating at this time with this energy, or this could be in the future dating somebody. So over the next 3 weeks, there could be a potential love interest coming into your life. The Three of Coins, I feel with this energy here, that teamwork makes the dream work with this energy here. So this is a great time for collaborations with this energy. The Hangman card, indecisions. I feel like it may be Page of Cups here and Page of Swords. I think that this is something that, within the next 3 months or so that you'll know what to do, or you'll make changes, or even in the month of October when all the planets go direct again, or even next year. So we'll see, but not anytime soon. The Six of Coins, I feel for some of you here that you could be very giving with this energy here. For others of you, I'm hearing something about a best friend. Okay. So the focus could be on a best friend this week with this energy as well. The Ace of Wands, taking creative risks, being open to new things. I feel like you could be more focused on family. For others of you, you could be stepping out of your comfort zone and creating something. The Knight of Wands, I feel with this energy here, again, defending something at this time. I feel also fortune could be bubbling over during this time period, so this is a beautiful time for making money. For some of you, if you've been dealing with karma in the past and somebody's been watching you deal with certain karma, they're going to experience the same karma that you went through. They're going to feel your pain. Okay, and they're supposed to go through this karma because they're supposed to understand your pain. I feel like for others of you, this is a great time to mingle if you're single, but you may not be willing to do that. And then for others of you, you have an opportunity that's going to come up within the next few weeks or so to date somebody, and you're going to do things differently. Okay, I love you, my Virgos. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Kisses.